Welcome back to another Warhammer 40K video brought to you by One Mind Syndicate. I am your host Gersh1, and we are celebrating Orktober. We're kicking off the month with this cool conversion video of how to create your own feral orcs or snakebite clan orcs. Check it out. Let's build some orc snakebites. In order to create our own mob of feral boys, we will be using the Savage Orc box from Age of Sigmar. These orc models look amazing and really capture the primitive nature of a snakebite clan. I almost feel bad calling this a kit bash because in reality I'm going to be using almost the entire Savage Orc model, very little orc boy. As you guys can see, when we compare the Savage Orc with the regular boy, the Savage model is much taller, which I hope will look better alongside the new Beast Naga models once they actually come out. The only real alteration I will be doing is adding a slugga to the hands of the Savage Orcs. The process is actually really simple. All I have to do is cut the hand off of the Orc Boy arm and then glue it onto the Savage Orc Boy. The Savage Orc Boy actually has different weapon options, so there is no hand there. Now, there is another method that I have used in the past. It's simply creating a mold of the orc arm using Umu 30. If you guys want an explanation on how I make molds and how I recast these things, I'll put a link up above. Check out that video. It'll explain everything. But once I have the recast of the orc slugga, I will attach it to the hand with some super glue and then shape a little fur bracelet around with green stuff to hide the size difference. Because remember that recasts usually are smaller. And this method, the recast method, really helps me with continuing with the other orc boys, because now I have recasts, so I don't really have to use up any orc arms from a from another kit. But another thing to keep in mind is if you really don't want to buy an entire orc boy kit, you could buy the arms separately on eBay. They're probably not too expensive. But once the green stuff has been dried, it's time to paint. Now, I knew that the majority of the model was going to be green since they're savage orcs and they don't really wear any type of clothing, so I primed the entire model with a dark green. After that, I took a puffy makeup brush and dry brushed the entire model with a lighter green to add highlights to the skin. In order to make the skin of the orc pop, I wanted to try something new. I actually dry brushed the entire model with a yellow. At first, I got scared that I ruined the entire thing because I thought it was too bright, but I then decided to continue the process hoping that the washes that I'll add later will mellow out the yellow. Now, using red, I began to work on the Snakebite war paint. I tried my best to give the model interesting tattoo designs, but the one that I ended up liking the most is just a simple band around the arms and legs. I then went ahead and painted the weapons and the base of the model with a gunship black, and then painted the bone, cloth, and the wood parts of the model with a brown. Now, using a tan color, I painted the bone trophies and also the orc's teeth and claw with that tan. After that, I painted the orc's hide clothing a mixture of light blue and navy blue. With the hide and bone complete, I went over the leather straps with a black, and in order to highlight these straps, I dry brushed a gray over the entire black pieces. Then using white, I hit the bone with a final highlight. Now I went back to the weapons and dry brushed metallic silver, and then finally it was time to add the washes to tone all of these colors down. I used a brown or sepia wash for the bone and cloth bits, and then a black wash for the skin and weapons. And then the last thing I forgot to film was repainting the war paint to really make the design pop. And there you have it, a snakebite orc ready to fight alongside the Primaris orcs, aka Beast Naga boys. And that's just a quick conversion video. If you guys have any other suggestions for Orktober videos, please comment down below. And subscribe to the channel to get more Orktober goodness. This was Gersh1 with One Mind Syndicate signing out.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.